Hey, welcome to the second episode of Stories Through the Camera. My name's Chris Butel, and in this episode we're going to be shooting with my friend, filmmaker and YouTuber Nicholas Cole. Today we're shooting on the new Panasonic GH5 camera. The specs of the GH5 are really impressive. It shoots 4K at 10-bit 422 internally, which is incredible for a camera at this price point. I plan on shooting a low-budget feature film at the end of this year, so I was really keen to hang out with Nick and put the GH5 through its paces to see if it would be appropriate for that kind of production. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Here we are out at Sydney Harbour. I'm joined by my good mate Nick. He's a filmmaker and YouTuber. He makes some incredibly cinematic videos, so I figured he'd be the perfect person to help us out with today's video. We're also joined by my mates Jake and Josh. They are incredible actors, and we're going to set up a few scenes around Sydney and hopefully put the GH5 through its paces.
The GH5 is a wonderfully cinematic camera in a very small form factor, and I feel it's like one of those cameras that pretty much anybody can pick up and start making really amazing looking content.
One of the really cool things about this camera is that it has inbuilt image stabilization, which effectively means that the sensor is like on a gyroscope. So when you pair that with an image stabilized lens, it means that you can basically go handheld, which you'd almost never do on another camera like this, and you can still get some really stable shots.
The inbuilt image stabilization is amazing, but paired with the gimbal, it's silky smooth.
So far the GH5 is holding up really well, but one of the tricky things for me is that I own a whole set of Canon EF lenses. Out of the box, they don't mount straight to a micro four thirds camera like the GH5. Thankfully, there is a company called Metabones which makes this adapter which allows you to mount these EF lenses to the GH5. It also increases the camera sensitivity to light to about 1 stop because it's essentially magnifying the GH5 micro four thirds sensor to a super 35mm equivalent. That should mean a more shallow depth of field and better low light footage as well. So one of the best ways to test out the Metabones Adapter and how much more sensitive it makes the camera to low light situations is that we're going to jump on a train and film Josh and Jake, and hopefully we can still get some results even in a low light situation like this. So we're finished filming for the day, and I think we did a pretty good job of putting the GH5 through its paces. I'm pretty excited to see how the footage we got on the train turns out. It's one of the things I'm most interested about is the low light capability of this camera. But we're shooting in Vlog, right?
Yeah, in Vlog. It's Panasonic's flat color profile. It's amazing for grading.
Awesome. So next step is to grade all the footage in post, and hopefully it turns out well. Special thanks to Jake and Josh for helping us out as well. Thanks so much for watching the second episode of Stories Through the Camera. I was really impressed by the GH5, and particularly once we started grading, there was a lot of information in the image so that we could really push or pull it in any direction that we wanted. I was also really glad that I could still use my Canon lenses using that Metabones adapter. I don't know if I'm going to shoot this feature film on the GH5. I kind of want to do some more tests, but I might pick up one for my commercial work. Shooting 4K in such a versatile little camera is really, really useful. If you want to check out more GH5 footage, I definitely recommend looking at Nick's YouTube channel. He shoots almost exclusively on Panasonic cameras and has some great content up there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so that new episodes appear in your feed as soon as they're released. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.